It's the two boys and the mare. It's going to be Easterman with a nose in front, Quicksand AA, and a 3-wide Uptown Sandy Girl. And now it's Easterman and Uptown Sandy Girl at the top of the stretch. Quicksand AA's got to do better. Easterman with a head in front, Uptown Sandy Girl not going away with an 8th to go. Thriller in the grade 1, Easterman, Uptown Sandy Girl not done yet. Uptown Sandy Girl comes up to Easterman. Quicksand AA for 3rd. Easterman is a half length clear. Uptown Sandy Girl, she did her best, but it's Easterman to win the grade 1.
Quicksand is making good headway to 3rd at the 8th pole, and Easterman's just in front of RB Nash. Here comes Quicksand with a stout finish on the outside. Quicksand moving up now to tackle Easterman. RB Nash tries to go with them on the inside. It's Quicksand on the outside, just the leader. Quicksand, Easterman kicking. Quicksand beat Easterman and RB Nash.
Paddy's Day can wait no longer, and Paddy's Day takes the lead very easily. Ivory Shores is trying to battle on willingly, but fully extended in 2nd. On the outside of them now we have a challenge from Quick and Rich, who makes a bold move, and these two will arrive at the top of the stretch together. Quick and Rich on the outside, putting a serious test to Paddy's Day, who's called on, and Paddy's Day responds to the challenge with an 1/8 of a mile to go and starts to open up with authority. It's Paddy's Day and Cabercoa making short work of the field in the Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan Cup, wins by 5 widening lengths. Quick and Rich, a valiant effort in 2nd.
Paddy's Day the leader. Fess is Awesome is sticking with Paddy's Day. There's 2 furlongs left to go. Paddy's Day on the inside with a narrow lead at the top of the stretch. Whip is out on Fess is Awesome, trying to catch Paddy's Day as they straighten away for the stretch drive. San Victor's in 3rd. Then on the outside, Matty Boisel's trying to muster up a late rally from 4th. F16 is coming on too with a furlong to go though. Paddy's Day has turned back Fess is Awesome and is opening up through the stretch. It is Paddy's Day once again on top, heading to the wire, clear by 6. Now by 7, Paddy's Day much the best to win it by 8 on the wire.
Paddy's Day has the lead, and Kelsey Purcell keeping Paddy's Day away from the rail, turning for home 4 lengths in front of RB Rich, continuing to try hard in 2nd place, and then comes RB Brilliant back in 3rd, a furlong to go, and Kelsey Purcell trying to keep Paddy's Day to task, and now Paddy's Day letting loose in the home stretch inside the final furlong, and Paddy's Day is kicking well clear of the others, putting on an exhibition in the Cobra Classic sponsored by Crow Valley Ranch. Paddy's Day, another dominant win, the horse of the future for Arabian Racing.
Valiant Boy SB Far is gaining ground on the outside, and Smokehouse hangs in there at the rail. At the top of the stretch, it is RB Champagne Taste in front. Here's Valiant Boy SB Far, last year's winner, trying to close in as they come to the final furlong. Then Smokehouse to the inside, and Brute is also gaining in the center of the track. RB Champagne Taste, Valiant Boy SB Far, and Brute on the far outside. Valiant Boy SB Far has the lead close to home. Valiant Boy SB Far has won it again.
At the top of the lane, and it is So Big Is Better. Set sail for home, has opened up on them now to lead it by 5-6 lengths as they come for home. The rest of them struggled out over a lot of ground here. They coming down towards the 16th pole, and So Big Is Better is still well clear out here. And So Big Is Better just much too good. Drifted out a little, but So Big Is Better and Luis Medina, they won it easily.
The 1/4 mile to go in the Derby. Valiant Boy SB Far is at the inside, met by Butch Cassidy LZP, and these two are off the turn together. They'll square off down the lane. On the inside, Valiant Boy SB Far. On the outside, Butch Cassidy LZP, and a final furlong to go. And as they slug it out in the Texas Arabian Derby, Butch Cassidy LZP is just in front. On the inside, Valiant Boy SB Far won't go quietly, but on the outside, very tight finish, Butch Cassidy LZP. And on the inside, Valiant Boy SB Far, and they were right there together.
TM Fred Texas now in uncharted waters with regards to his stamina, but he is finding more gamely for Chavez, and TM Fred Texas has now gone clear of Dixie's Valentine back in 2nd. In 3rd is Grilla, who's now being pressed to 3rd by Over the Top. They're inside the final furlong at Churchill Downs, and it's TM Fred Texas for trainer Ron Martino and rider to Santos Chavez. They're out in front by 5 lengths, and the president of the UAE Cup goes to Texas. TM Fred Texas wins.
Now there goes Sandwich to take on Uncork with 3/8 to go, and Sandwich is coasting to the front, leads it by 2 lengths. Celestina's going to try and take up the chase on the outside of Uncork. 3 lengths to a Royal Flush, followed by Half Sassy Dreams with a 1/4 to go. It's Sandwich, and William Hollick is still sitting chilly. It's all Sandwich doing it on her own. She's opened up 6, 7, 8 on the field. They've gone to 6 furlongs in 1:21 flat, and it's Sandwich showing the way down the lane. All Hollick has to do is stay on board right now. Sandwich in front by about 10. They're battling for second. Half Sassy Dreams rise on the outside. Celestina to the inside, followed by Uncork. But it's going to be a rocking chair ride down the lane for Billy Hollick. And Sandwich is just galloping to victory here. Undefeated Sandwich now makes it 8 for 8. She wins by about 9. Half Sassy Dreams getting second, followed by Celestina and Uncork. Sandwich is taken to the turf nicely, leads it by 3. But now, Who's Your Daddy's chasing that one home. Scooters toward the inside. Sandwich has some company. Who's Your Daddy on the outside is going to make it a race. Sandwich on the inside. Who's Your Daddy on the outside? Sandwich is digging in and holding on gamely. And Sandwich is going to draw away in the end. Sandwich will win it. Who's Your Daddy getting second? Going to be tight for third. Celestina up on the outside, followed by Scoot on the front end. It's still So Big Is Better, but here comes MD Blue Chip and Cromwell side by side. And now it's Thoroughbred. The entry's trying to gang up on MD Blue Chip. It's Cromwell and Thoroughbred. MD Blue Chip on the inside. And Thoroughbred now has command. And it's going to be Thoroughbred in front by 2. They're not going to beat Thoroughbred today. Thoroughbred will give the entry a 1-2 finish. Cromwell getting second. MD Blue Chip third.
Frivolous has left them in the dust. Frivolous is in front now by 7. Racing second, Beyonce. Wish Again, the other half of the entry there on the outside now, moving up to try to claim second from Beyonce, but Frivolous is gone goodbye. Ahead by a dozen lengths under Diego Signs. It is Frivolous who will score easily here in the opener. His entry mate Wish Again does finish second. Beyonce trying to hold off Moulin Rouge MAF for the show spot.
Tucked in nicely now. That's MD Blue Chip. Found a perfect spot. MD Blue Chip still sitting pretty. Here comes MD Blue Chip. D.H. Ritchie has something left though. Opens up by 2.5 lengths. Nordic Stars trying to make a race of it. 5 lengths further back to What's Up, followed by Aim South. But it's T.H. Ritchie showing his class. T.H. Ritchie will take the Magnus Arabian Derby by about 4 lengths. Nordic Star a good second, followed by What's Up and Aim South. And D.A. Adios still on cruise control. D.A. Adios leads it by 5 lengths as they head for home. Heart Commander, only one with a shot now in second. It's about 4 lengths further back to Dynamite, who rallies a bit in third, pulling away. Clyde Martin takes a peek over his shoulder. He's still confidently handling D.A. Adios, who leads it by about 5 lengths still over Heart Commander. It's going to be D.A. Adios to win it.
The Arabian Racing Cup welcomes you to the 34th Annual Darley Awards, with awards ceremony presented by the Texas Arabian Breeders Association and broadcast presented by Rosebrook Farm.
Good evening, I'm Jonathan Horowitz.
And I'm Ashley Horowitz. Welcome to the 34th Annual Darley Awards.
On behalf of the Arabian Racing Cup, we look forward to honoring the best in Arabian horse racing in the United States for 2020. We're in the same position that we were in last year, recording the Darley Awards from our farm, Super G Sport Horses in Colorado. And this time last year, Ashley, there was a bit of uncertainty about how things would play out with the start of the pandemic. But here we are a year later, and it's been truly impressive to see how the Arabian racing community came together in 2020.
Absolutely. We were still able to have a really great season. Everyone stepped up where they needed to, and we were able to have races all over the country, just like we've had most every other year.
And the stars really shined. We're going to be building up towards Horse of the Year, and this year's groups of nominees, they're not new faces.
In the Horse of the Year category alone, the 3 nominees, being Dance With Me BW, Patty's Day, and Uptown Sandy Girl, have been nominated for a total of 20 Darley Awards and have won 11 between the 3 of them.
Throughout the show, we'll be taking a closer look at each of the Horse of the Year nominees. Let's get to know a little bit more about Dance With Me BW.
Dance With Me BW has a big personality that complements her talent on the racetrack. Her curiosity for her surroundings comes through in the stable area. Her tenacity comes through when she arrives on the track. Dance With Me BW was Darley Champion 3-year-old filly for 2018 and Darley Champion 4-year-old filly for 2019. She's nominated for Horse of the Year for the second year in a row. In 2020, she won her first Grade 1 race, defeating her great rival and fellow Horse of the Year nominee, Uptown Sandy Girl, and holding off a late charge by Iridesce in the Buzz Brawninger Distaff at Delaware Park. But she's a special horse for more than just her accomplishments on the track, and is truly loved by her Rosebrook Farm family.
We're all dressed up, ready to give out some awards?
Absolutely. We even have our dogs dressed for the occasion.
And we have a team of presenters from all around the world. First, for the Darley Award for 3-year-old Coulter Gelding, we'll send it to England and check in with commentator Mark Johnson.
Thank you, Jonathan. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sandown Park, just outside of central London here in the UK. Mark Johnson, veteran of 5 Kentucky Derby calls and 5 Epsom Derbies, but in the context of this evening, I've also been lucky enough to call 5 His Highness the Emir Sword festivals in Qatar.
Ebras now threading through between horses. Ebras sees the Triple Crown. Ebras is a Triple Crown winner and a 3 times winner of His Highness the Emir Sword.
And I would be there again around about this time of year this year, but obviously because of the COVID restrictions, unable to make the trip this time around. So I'm calling today at Sandown Park, but I'm here to give you the nominations for the Darley Award for 2020 to the Outstanding 3-year-old Colt or Gelding of the Year. Here are the nominations. The winner of both WAFPA Stallion Bonanza races in California at Pleasanton and Golden Gate, and with a record of 3 from 4, California Sand JS.
It's another dominant win from California Sand JS under David Martin, and they'll win.
The winner of the Grade 3 Texas Lone Star Juvenile with a devastating turn of foot, which carried him 4 1/4 lengths clear. A record of 3 from 5 last year in the United States. First Class.
Here's First Class, gaining on the outside with Lucas Berticelli to sweep by them all in the Texas Arabian Juvenile Sprint.
And the winner at Delaware and also in Texas at Lone Star in his debut season with a record of 2 from 4, RB Game Over.
At RB Game Over. Echoes of his maiden-breaking win at Delaware Park is just romping here, doing it in virtually wire-to-wire fashion.
And so, the 2020 Darley Award for the Outstanding 3-year-old Colt or Gelding goes to First Class. This is a first Darley Award win and nomination for First Class. He is a full brother to the older mare nominee Iridesce. Congratulations to Cree Run team and trainers Lynn Ashby and Jeremy Castro. First Class is now racing in Qatar and trained by Alban de Merle.
Thank you, Mark. In 2021, First Class has most notably finished 3rd in the Emir Silver Sword during the Emir Sword Festival in Qatar. Congratulations to the connections. First Class really shined at Lone Star Park this year.
Yes, and we finished up the season at Lone Star Park, so let's head down now and hear what Jim Byers has to say about the Darley Award for 3-year-old filly.
I'm Jim Byers at Remington Park in Oklahoma City, where the wind is certainly sweeping down the plains today. As track announcer at Remington's sister track, Lone Star Park, I've had the honor of calling a number of Darley Award winners over the years. Easterman leads the way late, shortening stride. Can Patty's Day catch him? Easterman, Patty's Day. Easterman just holds over Patty's Day. In keeping with that, here are the nominations for 3-year-old filly.
with a first, second, and third in 3 races in 2020. Consider this.
It's all consider this. The first time starting filly to win this one comfortably by 3.5.
A winner of 2 of her last 3 starts in 2020. And a runner-up in the Texas Lone Star Juvenile against the boys, RB Lara. RB Lara has a good-sized lead here and is galloping home with a clear advantage. Not exactly full of run at the end, but clearly a strong winner here. In the money in all 5 starts in 2020, including wins in Delaware and Texas, Uptown Lady Arabella. Uptown Lady Arabella reports home as a prompt favorite. And the Darley Award for 3-year-old filly is Uptown Lady Arabella. This is the first Darley Award win and nomination for Uptown Lady Arabella. Her mother and grandmother also won Darley Awards. Congratulations to the Uptown Arabians team and trainers Lynn Ashby and Glenn Rottweiler.
Thank you, Jim. So keeping it in the family with Uptown Lady Arabella and keeping it for our next award in Texas. A big thank you to the Texas Arabian Breeders Association for being the presenting sponsor of the Darley Awards. And when they say that all things are bigger in Texas, it definitely applies to Arabian racing too.
Definitely. Bigger purses in Texas, bigger fields in Texas, and bigger fun and excitement in Texas too.
And some great Texas spreads that we already honored and may be honoring more throughout the night. Well, let's send it to another Texas track announcer, Chris Griffin, the voice of the start of the year of Arabian horse racing at Sam Houston Race Park.
Hello, this is track announcer Chris Griffin here at Sam Houston Race Park, and I'm very honored to be a part of the 2020 Darley Awards. We have wonderful Arabian racing action here. Like Moulin Rouge, in the final stages, like Moulin Rouge will run right by. Like Moulin Rouge gets up at the wire. I get to be a small part of it, but very honored to be able to present this award, so thank you for having me. And let's find out who the nominees are for the top 4-year-old colt or gelding here for the Darley Awards. He nearly broke a 31-year-old track record at Delaware Park in an upset win against 2 Darley Award winners. Kissur.
Kiss Hour now takes over from Rich Like Me, still 5 lengths further back to Quicksand in third, but it's not enough today. It's going to be Kiss Hour drawn away down the lane. It's all Kiss Hour and Lucas Berticelli to win this one by about 5.
The dominant winner of the Texas 6 Shooter right here at Sam Houston Race Park and Texas Arabian Derby, RB Rich Like Me. This is a procession. All RB Rich Like Me. EVJ takes a look back. No one in sight right now. About 5 lengths back to RB Kinetic, who's going to try to hold the place. RB Rich Like Me is geared down. Coming to the wire here in the Texas 6 Shooter, it's going to be RB Rich Like Me to get it done. He made just 2 starts in 2020, but was an impressive winner in his debut at Sam Houston Race Park. Zach's Travelin' Man, AA. It's still Zach's Travelin' Man, AA. Final move here from High Maintenance, trying to catch that rival. High Maintenance trying to nail Zach's Travelin' Man, AA, who finds a bit more. Gonna be tight. Zach's Travelin' Man, AA holds on by a neck. And the 2020 Darley Award for top 4-year-old colt or gelding goes to RB Rich Like Me. This is the second Darley Award and second nomination for RB Rich Like Me. He was also the 2019 Darley Champion 3-year-old colt or gelding. So congratulations to the Rosebrook team, trainer Ernesto Torres and jockey Ernesto Valdez Jimenez.
Thank you, Chris. Next week is the Dubai Kahela Classic. For this next award, let's head all the way across the world to Dubai, where Laura King is going to present for 4-year-old filly. She's an analyst for the Dubai Racing Channel.
Hello and welcome to Dubai and beautiful Meydan, the site of the Dubai World Cup in just a couple of weeks' time. I'm delighted to be presenting the Darley Award for 4-year-old fillies. Such a strong bunch of nominations. Here they are. A double-digit length winner in Texas, Amy's Little Diva AA.
Amy's Little Diva AA. Ton of horse up the backstretch, just draws clear and makes short work of this field.
She started 9 times in 2020 and broke her maiden impressively in Colorado. It's Big Purity.
It's Big Purity who went straight to the front and is pouring it on 7 lengths ahead of QMR Big John, and then comes AA Rich Mother. Big Purity goes on to a clear victory.
A Derby winner in Colorado and an Oaks winner in Texas, RB Kinetic.
RB Kinetic showing why she's an Arabian racing champ, and now she's pouring it on, letting it out for Dudas Peña Mora, and well ahead of the rest of the pack, going on to win by double digits. It's RB Kinetic in her first start for Byerly Racing, dominating.
And the 2020 Darley Award for 4-year-old filly goes to RB Kinetic. This is the second Darley Award win and second nomination for RB Kinetic. She was also the 2019 Darley Champion 3-year-old filly. Big congratulations to the Byerly Racing team and to trainer Nicole Ruggieri. RB Kinetic's now racing here in Dubai with Doug Watson. Made a great debut here at Meydan just a couple of weeks ago.
Congratulations to RB Kinetic, joining RB Rich Like Me from the Rosebrook family as Darley champions again. They were champion 3-year-old Coulter Gelding and 3-year-old filly for 2019, and champions in their respective 4-year-old categories in 2020. A great photo of the two of them together when they came home to Rosebrook Farm at this time last year. And thank you to Rosebrook Farm for sponsoring the broadcast of the Darley Awards. We appreciate all the great stories we get to tell about the Rosebrook Farm family, and we say hello to Diane and Leah and the entire Rosebrook Farm team. Well, we are now going to move on to older horse, and one of the great things about Arabian horse racing is how long of careers these horses have. And for our next presenter, he's called some of these champions. He was the voice of the Darley Award Stakes when they took place at Santa Anita. Let's have a look back at some of those races.
Fessie's Awesome trying to take them all the way. Has a winning lead, it would appear. Paddy's Day starting to come after the leader, but Fessie's Awesome holds out Paddy's Day. Wins a length and a quarter with Easterman third. It's Paddy's Day on the outside of Easterman. Paddy's Day taking the lead with a 16th left to go. And Paddy's Day, avenging last year's defeat, draws away to beat Easterman by 2.5 lengths. Quicksand moving up now to tackle Easterman. RB Nash tries to go with them on the inside. It's Quicksand on the outside, just the leader. Quicksand, Easterman kicking. Quicksand beat Easterman and RB Nash.
And now we're very pleased to have Michael Rona present the 2020 Darley Award for Older Horse.
I'm Michael Rona, coming to you from Los Alamitos Racecourse. Here are the nominees for Older Horse. The 3-time Horse of the Year, who returned to Grade 1 glory in the President of the UAE Cup at the Preakness, Paddy's Day.
Paddy's Day on the inside. One last ditch effort. Here comes Paddy's Day. Paddy's Day on the inside. Paddy's Day in Central in time.
The 2018 Horse of the Year, who came back from a 1-year layoff in 2020 and won the Grade 1 Delaware Park Classic, Quicksand AA.
It's going to be Quicksand. Won this race in 2018, will win it again in 2020. Quicksand and Carol Cedeno by 3 lengths.
He broke a 17-year-old track record at Sam Houston and had runner-up finishes in 2 Grade 1 races in 2020. Uptown Cruise Director.
It's all Uptown Cruise Director. Classy got to the front and wins tonight's opener. Uptown Cruise Director, Sasha Reisenhoover in the opener.
2020 Darley Award winner for Older Horse is Paddy's Day. This is the 7th Darley Award win and 7th nomination for Paddy's Day. No horse has won more Darley Awards. No horse has had more time between Darley Awards either, as one of the sport's all-time greats caps a remarkable return to the top. Congratulations to the Quarter Moon Ranch and the Teutschers, and trainers Scott Powell and Nicole Ruggeri.
What a great season it was for Paddy. We're really excited to see him back on top.
Let's get to know a little bit more about Paddy's Day because he is also a nominee for Horse of the Year for 2020. Paddy's Day's accomplishments are unmatched in Arabian horse racing. He's the sport's first 3-time Horse of the Year and a winner of stakes races in 7 different states plus the United Arab Emirates. His legend grew in 2020. The greatest of all time in their respective sports have overcome setbacks to get back to the top. Muhammad Ali missed 3 years and lost to Joe Frazier and Ken Norton before what are considered his greatest wins. Michael Jordan came back from retirement for his 2nd three-peat. Tom Brady went to a new team at age 43 and won his 7th Super Bowl. After Paddy's Day's 3rd Horse of the Year in 2017 and 2 group wins in the UAE in 2018,
Paddy's Day still with no run as 1 horse beaten. Paddy's Day doesn't seem to have it today.
Paddy's Day is going to be very wide. They're in the 5th position.
But in 2020, he first showed signs of his former greatness in the Jerry Parton Stakes at Arapahoe Park in Colorado, the track where he made his debut and back with his original trainer Scott Powell in a race named after Scott's mentor Jerry Parton. Then Paddy defeated 6 other Darley Award winners and 7 fellow Darley nominees for 2020 in the UAE President Cup at the Preakness. He put an exclamation point on a remarkable year by losing the lead and fighting back in the Arabian Stallion Stakes at Lone Star Park in Texas. Paddy's Day is also a stallion and his offspring currently racing, even running against one of them in a race in 2020. Last year's Horse of the Year, Easter Man, is standing at stud with Allegro Arabians, and he's part of the Arabian Racing Cup's Darley Award Stallion Auction. You can see all the stallions and bid at charityauction.bid/ARC Stallion Auction. Now from one Aussie, Michael Rona, to another, Victoria Shaw, to present the next award, the 2020 Darley Award for Older Mare from Caulfield Racecourse in Australia. And the Darley Awards being associated for a number of years with the Sheikha Fatima bint Mubarak International Ladies Darley Awards. Ashley, we just celebrated International Women's Day, and the opportunities that Arabian horse racing provides to women are truly inspiring.
Absolutely, especially under the Sheikh Mansour Festival. There have been so many opportunities specifically for women, and it's great to see both within those races as well as up against the men, to see them really succeed and do really well.
And that was when the Darley Awards were held at the Dolby Theatre. Now they're being held on our farm, but as is the Times, we're certainly having fun with it. All our presenters have had fun with it. We hope you are too, as we now send it all the way around the world to another continent, Australia, and check in with Victoria Shaw.
Well, it's a big day from Caulfield Racecourse, Melbourne, Australia. Victoria Shaw with you, no matter where you're watching this in the world. I hope you and your family are safe. Back in 2016, at this very track, we saw the running of the Sheikha Fatima bint Mubarak Ladies World Challenge aboard the Purebred Arabians, and here are the nominees for the Older Mare. A 2-time Darley champion who won a first Grade 1 in the Buzz Browninger Distaff in 2020. Dance With Me, BW.
It's Dance With Me trying to edge away. Dance With Me. Uptown Sandy Girl coming to a walk almost there as Irides passes that one, and it's going to be a photo for the win.
The winner of the Wathburn Stallions Cup at Sam Houston, who has an impressive turn of foot. Irides.
Irides to the outside, and Irides is put ahead in front of the favorite. Irides has now passed RB Kinetic. It's Irides now drawing away Alberto Pusac. Irides, this will be an upset here. Irides gets the win.
And the 3-time Darley champion and reigning champion Older Mare, Uptown Sandy Girl.
Uptown Sandy Girl is all heart. Uptown Sandy Girl gets it done in the Grade 1.
And the 2020 Darley Award for Older Mare is Uptown Sandy Girl. This is a 4th Darley Award win and 5th nomination for Uptown Sandy Girl. She joins Frieger and Paddy's Day as the only horses to win Darley Awards in 4 different years. Congratulations to owners and breeders John and Krista Henninsgaard, trainers Glenn Rottweiler and Lynn Ashby and jockey Jose Garcia. Uptown Sandy Girl, the winner of the 2020 Darley Award for Older Mare.
Thank you, Victoria, and congratulations to Uptown Sandy Girl. She's really had another stellar season, which sets her up for a 3rd time being nominated for Horse of the Year. So let's take a look and see what got her there this year.
From the Darley Awards in 2019.
And the 2019 Darley Award for Older Mare goes to Uptown Sandy Girl. This is the 3rd Darley Award win and 3rd nomination for Uptown Sandy Girl. She is the first mare since Sandpiper in 2012 to be champion 3-year-old filly, 4-year-old filly, and older mare.
In 2020, Uptown Sandy Girl defeated male horses in the Grade 1 Sheikh Zayed Cup at Sam Houston in Texas. It was the first time she had beaten male horses in 7 attempts. The pride of John and Krista Henningsgaard's Uptown Arabians beat the boys again in the Darley Sprint. After 3 losses in Delaware and Maryland, the Texas bred returned to the Lone Star State and finished off the year with a win in the Fillies and Mares division of the Arabian Stallion Stakes at Lone Star Park. In that race, she defeated 2-time Darley champion older mare Dream Pearl and Darley champion 3- and 4-year-old filly Dance With Me BW. Ashley, we've now honored the Darley Award winners in each of the individual horse categories, and earlier I mentioned how Arabian horse racing is special because of how long of careers that the champions have, and another exciting aspect of Arabian horse racing, the rivalries and how these champions race against each other all around the country and all around the world. And in 2020, Arabian horse racing returned to one of the biggest stages in the United States.
Yes, Arabians returned to Pimlico on Preakness Day, where they got to face off for the UAE President Cup.
And that was a race that featured 7 former Darley champions, 3 of whom have won again this year. 8 horses from the race went on to receive Darley nominations for 2020. It was truly a test of champions.
It is Uptown Cruise Director and Forrest Boyce. Uptown Cruise Director, 2 lengths in front with a 16 to go. Paddy's Day on the inside. One last ditch effort. Here comes Paddy's Day. Paddy's Day on the inside. Paddy's Day in Central in time. Paddy's Day from Uptown Cruise Director. Uptown Sandy Girl was next, and Magic Man.
Arabian horse racing is truly a global sport. We've had many Darley Award champions who then go on to race overseas, and keeping a close eye on Arabian horse racing in the United States from overseas is Gary Capewell, and we send it out to him in the United Kingdom.
I thought we'd take this opportunity to have a look back at some of the Darley Award winners and what they've gone on to do since leaving the USA and running in different jurisdictions, many of them performing with great credit. In 1992, Victoria's Secret became the first ever mare to win the Darley Horse of the Year award, and she went on to the UAE, where she was known as Kayala. She was rated 133 at her peak. This horse, she won 6 races in a row at Nad Al Sheba in the 1994-1995 season. Unfortunately, she died a few weeks ago out in Dubai at Khalid Al Nabooda's farm, where she had a lovely retirement, and of course her legacy does live on with the race named after her on World Cup night, the Kayala Classic. In 1993, Unchained Melody became the second mare to win the award. She was a perfect 6 from 6 in the USA. She obviously then went to the UAE, where she had her name changed to Ala Nud. She proved equally effective, this horse, on the turf as well as the dirt as well, winning 5 Emirates Championships, 5 President Cups, 4 National Day Cups, and of course 3 Kayala Classics as well in total, winning 36 of her 37 career starts. Probably one of the best Arabian horses of all time. In 2007, Frivolous won the award. He was won 6 of his 8 starts in America that season, including 2 Grade 1s at Delaware, the Bob Magnus Memorial Derby and the UAE Equestrian and Racing Federation Arabian Stakes. Then went to the UAE, where again he had a few runs at the end of the 2008 season over there. He went on to win the Kayala Classic that year as well under Darragh O'Donoghue by 3.5 lengths. In 2011, Fred Texas won the award. He won 6 out of his 9 starts in America that season, including the Grade 1 President of the UAE Cup at Churchill Downs, a crown that he would retain at Pimlico the following year. And also in that year, in 2012, he went to Meydan. He travelled extremely well to win the Kayala Classic by 1 3/4 lengths under Adri de Vries. A dual winner in 2012 and 2014, Valiant Boy, who had quite an interesting career. He actually started life in France, this horse. He had a good record in America, winning 11 of his 14 starts, including 3 Grade 1s, 2 Presidents of the UAE Cups at Churchill Downs. And he actually ended his career out in the UAE, finished a never nearer second in the 2015 Kayala Classic, behind all-the-way winner Manark. And then on to the only 3-time winner of the Horse of the Year award, Paddy's Day. We saw him running the Dual Crown a couple of times in the UAE. I don't think he particularly enjoyed right-handed. I don't think he particularly enjoyed the turf either. But during the 2017 season at Meydan, he did win a Group 1 out there, round 1 of the Al Maktoum Challenge. He also won another group race out there. Actually became the first American Arabian horse to amass $1 million in prize money. So that's a little look back at some of the previous Horse of the Year award winners and what they've gone on to do elsewhere. I wonder who will win tonight's award. Congratulations to all the nominees. Hope you're having a fantastic season out there as well, and hopefully 2021 will see a bit of a return to normality. But congratulations to all of tonight's winners as well.
And again, we would like to thank the Arabian Racing Cup for presenting these Darley Awards. We'd like to thank TABA for sponsoring them. And we would also like to thank Evie Tubbs Sweeney for organizing these awards.
And Evie is part of the Golden Sands racing team. She helps promote Arabian horse racing on social media. She is watching with her family in Santa Barbara and has a very special message for us. We're always inspired by Evie's messages.
Good evening. I stood here last year delivering a virtual Darley Award address. It was a week after COVID-19 was declared a global pandemic. I talked about things like how crazy this reality was and how we probably all felt a little bit of a low-grade anxiety, and how it was really important for us to come together as a community, especially at that moment, even if it was in our own living rooms. So, like many of you, I'm sure, never did I imagine that we would be here today doing the exact same thing. Yet, here we are. A little worn out, a little stronger, a little wiser, perhaps a little more grateful for normalcy when it does come. Last year I read an excerpt from a talk that at the time seemed poignant. But now here we are, 12 months into a global pandemic, and the words could not be truer today. We see the raw truth of ourselves mirrored in the flight of a racehorse. In their struggle, we see our struggle. In their fight, we see our fight. In their courage, we see our courage. And in their victory, we feel our own victory. Like life, It's a journey of fight, of insistence, of believing in yourself, of rising above adversity, of overcoming the odds when others say it can't be done, of striving valiantly even when your face is marred by dust and sweat, maybe a mask. But here's the thing. Not only do our Arabian racehorses constantly remind us of all that's possible, they even tell us how to do it. Jockey Federico Tessio once said, "A horse gallops with his lungs, perseveres with his heart, but he wins with his character." Sometimes I think that we forget or we take for granted just how lucky, how blessed we are as a community, as a group of people journeying on this planet. Our Arabian racehorses show us the way, not just through a global pandemic, but in every breath, every day. And that is that the effort is just the starting point to success. Where battles are won, however, are in the hidden crevices of our character. And even, and perhaps especially, in trying times like we find ourselves in today. And so with that, I would like you to grab your Darley double, or whatever your drink might be, and raise a glass to our sport, to our people, to our Arabian horses, and to the inspirational moments that they instilled in us all in 2020. Cheers.
Thank you, Evie. Ashley and I really enjoy working with you. We also enjoy working with the stewards on the Arabian Racing Cup. Chief Steward John Henningsgaard and his wife Krista have celebrated 2 Darley Award wins so far with Uptown Lady Arabella and Uptown Sandy Girl. Not only are they winning Darley Awards, but they're giving them out too. Here's John Henningsgaard.
Good evening. On behalf of the Arabian Racing Cup Board of Stewards, I want to personally welcome you to the 34th Annual Darley Awards, celebrating America's Best in Arabian Racing 2020. When COVID-19 was deemed a world pandemic a week before last year's Darleys, we had to pivot and be virtual. First time in Darley history for virtual Darleys. We're not out of the woods yet, but we are excited to celebrate with you in your home all around the world these 2020 Darley Awards. In addition to celebrating the greatest races, the great people, and the wonderful events of 2020, we're going to be celebrating 2 individuals with the Chief Stewards Award. Rita De Leon, owner, trainer, and breeder, and Rhonda Trulli, owner and trainer. Rhonda is new to our Arabian racing and has had some great success.
RB Game Changer gets it done in the opener. Off the claimant, right to the winner's circle at 3-1. RB Game Changer cruises to victory. Winning owner and trainer Rhonda Trulli.
RB Game Changer maintains the lead. Dream Pearl trying to catch her from the outside, but RB Game Changer is going to hold on a length.
Rita has been a supporter and avid enthusiast of the Arabian horse for decades.
WMA Sand Flea on the inside. High sticking to the outside, WMA Sand Flea survived that early battle and is drawing clear. And High Sticking is stuck in the penalty box in second, and then comes Golly She's Hot SV, WMA Sand Flea to High Sticking.
The real hero we're here to celebrate tonight is the Arabian racehorse. They give us wings that we don't have. They give everything through thick and thin and persevere for our pleasure. And it couldn't make us happier to celebrate the people of Arabian racing, the horses of Arabian racing, and all the great events and races of 2020. So without further ado, let's get this party started.
Congratulations to Rhonda Tooley and Rita DeLeon on winning the Chief Stewards Award. They are a big part of the fabric for Arabian horse racing in the United States. Ashley, we love the horses, but we also love the people associated with Arabian horse racing.
Oh, definitely. We have talked about following the horses all around the country and sometimes even the world, but we also get to follow the people around. We've made great connections and relationships with different trainers and owners, as well as jockeys, and we've had some great interviews this year, and this is a great opportunity to highlight the best jockeys from this past year.
And we go to Joe Neville's in Kentucky to present the award. He's won an Eclipse Award, and now he'll hand out a Darley Award.
Hey gang, it's Joe Neville's coming to you from Georgetown, Kentucky, and I have the honor and pleasure of announcing the Darley Award for Champion Jockey of 2020. Now, being a jockey is an incredible challenge under normal circumstances, but what the riders of 2020 went through ramped up the difficulty to levels not seen before. Between the looming threat of COVID-19, losing race dates and paychecks across the nation to the virus, and adjusting to riding with face masks on in a blistering summer day. All three of the riders nominated today have my respect, as does anyone who took a leg up in the middle of all this craziness. To ride under the conditions they faced in 2020 was remarkable. To be a star under those conditions was truly special. Now it's time to see who is the biggest star of all.
Joe, hold on. We got to get you the nominees and winner. Okay. Joe, here it is.
I finally get to see what's inside this envelope. Here are the nominees for Champion Jockey. The reigning Darley Award Champion Jockey of 2018 and 2019, Carol Cedeno. A regular rider of Uptown Sandy Girl and winner of 3 stakes races in 2020, Jose Garcia. A 2-time stakes winner and in the top 3, 12 of 17 races in 2020, Ernesto Valdez Jimenez. And the 2020 Darley Award for Champion Jockey goes to Ernesto Valdez Jimenez. A nominee last year as well, this is the first Darley Award win for EVJ. Congratulations on an unforgettable season.
Congratulations to Ernesto Valdez Jimenez. For many years he's been a leading Arabian jockey in Texas, and now he's recognized as the top Arabian jockey in the country. Speaking of Texas, if you haven't been following it, you should check out the Texas Arabian Breeders Association Facebook page. And our next presenter for a Darley Award has done some outstanding videos covering big races. It's Greg Thompson of Stallion eSearch.
And hello again, everyone. I'm Greg Thompson of StallionEsearch.com, coming to you from Texas, home of some of the top stakes action in all of North America for Arabian racing. And I'm honored to be presenting the Darley Award in the owner category for 2020. And the nominees for the championship owner are Cree Run Enterprises, winning owner of the Texas Lone Star Juvenile with first class. John and Krista Henningsgaard, winning owner of 3 stakes races in 2020 with their star mare, Uptown Sandy Girl. And Rosebrook Farm, the reigning champion owner and winner of 3 stakes races in 2020. And the 2020 Darley Award for owner goes to Rosebrook Farm. This is Rosebrook Farm's second win for the Darley Award for owner. Diane Waldron won the award for 2001, 2002, and 2004. Congratulations to Rosebrook Farm.
Congratulations to Rosebrook Farm on another Darley win. The RB horses are really, really strong this past year and for the last several years, and they've really made those initials known very well, both in the US and around the world. For the next Darley Award, we're going to head back to Evie, and she is going to present the Darley Award for the best breeder.
Breeders are the foundation for the Arabian horse industry worldwide. And tonight, it is my pleasure to introduce the 2020 Darley Award for Breeder category. Here are the nominees. The breeders of Darley Champion, 3-year-old filly, Uptown Lady Arabella, and older mare, Uptown Sandy Girl, Krista and John Henningsgaard. The breeders of Darley Champion, 3-year-old colt or gelding, first class, Alan Kirshner and Deborah Mahaloff. The breeders of Darley Champion, 4-year-old colt or gelding, RB Rich Like Me, and 4-year-old filly, RB Kinetic, Diane Waldron. And the 2020 Darley Award for Breeder goes to John and Krista Henningsgaard of Uptown Arabians. John and Krista have bred numerous Darley champions, but this is the first time they've been recognized as champion breeder. Congratulations.
The Arabian Racing Cup stewards have determined that for 2020, there will be no individual Darley Award given for one champion trainer. Instead, the Arabian Racing Cup would like to recognize all trainers that won a race in the United States in 2020. Let's get to know them a little bit closer.
Uptown Sandy Girl's dead game on the inside. On the outside, it's Quicksand trying to get clear in Quicksand. On the inside, a late run from Laser Hess, and Laser Hess slips up there to engage Quicksand for the lead at the wire. That's a photo finish. Jezebel beginning to edge away from Crown This. It's going to be Jezebel to win this one by about 1.5 lengths now. Crown This, a game second, followed by On the Verge up for third over Uptown Georgie.
Ora Macarena loved the Tapeta today. Ora Macarena and Hugo Herrera, a romping, easy, big-time winner here in the first ever race for the Arabians on Tapeta, and Ora Macarena's won it by 5 or 6. On the Verge, with the lead drifting out, heavy pressure here in the late stages from jockey Lucas Berticelli, but On the Verge graduates.
And it's KD Derby Girl who passes Gondoriske Albaraka and goes clear for the victory. KD Derby Girl gets the job done.
WMA Sand Flea survived that early battle and is drawing clear. And High Sticking is stuck in the penalty box in second, and then comes Golly She's Hot SV, WMA Sand Flea.
Majestic is too good. And Majestic will report home 2 on top. Dream Pearl finishes second.
TTT Brother Wiz right to the outside. Those two coming to the wire very tight, heads up and down.
7 lengths ahead of QMR Big John, and then comes AA Rich Mother Big Purity. Goes on to a clear victory.
Uptown Cruise Director got the jump, and Uptown Cruise Director will win it. Belfast getting second, followed by Big Ben third.
Up on the outside, here comes Lapco's Bonus, and Lapco's Bonus, the first-time starter, is going to sweep on by late and get up.
Here comes High Voltage. RB Hocus Pocus through along the rail. They swallow up Last Call MHF. High Voltage, RB Hocus Pocus coming to the line together in a photo finish. Well behind AA Speedball, who's kicked away for Dudas Peña-Mora, and AA Speedball will go on to the clear victory in the Emirates Breeders' Maiden Stakes.
High Spirits up on the outside. Uptown Flying Flynn can find no more. High Spirits from off the pace is going to win another one here at SHRP. It's all High Spirits. Uptown Flying Flynn, photo there for third.
Paddy's Day back in Colorado where he made his debut, made his name, and on to Arabian Racing glory after that. He has a successful homecoming.
Wisecracker MHF is pleading for the wire. Here comes Vixen MHF, gets a little tight there. It's going to be Wisecracker MHF to hold on. Vixen MHF finishes second as part of the entry.
And RB Kinetic, the Darley champion, is going to take this Texas Arabian Oaks and do it in game fashion. RB Whistling Dixie a clear second. Uptown Lady Arabella was third.
Deemed a Mistress on the outside is rolling on by. First timer Deemed a Mistress, and Kirsten Swan is edging away. First place getting second, followed by Jezebel. Going to be tight for fourth with RB Lara and On the Verge. Quicksand won this race in 2018, will win it again in 2020. Quicksand and Carol Sedano by 3 lengths over Uptown Cruise Director. Battle is for third. Colors in Motion, I think, edging out Belfast.
Off the claimant, right to the winner's circle at 3-1. RB Game Changer cruises to victory. Tight photo there. Uptown Flying Flynn gets second.
AA Rich Freddy has taken charge for Travis Wales, and an impressive first-time starter for Garrett and Lisa Ford's Altitude Arabians. AA Rich Freddy.
Preston's Lady AA and David Martin reporting home about 6 or 7 lengths ahead at the wire. Much the best was Preston's Lady AA.
And indeed, in such a crazy year and unprecedented year that 2020 was, you all deserve to pat yourselves on the back. You were part of Arabian horse racing history. I'm glad that we've been able to honor so many different people throughout the show, but there's one more honor to give out, Ashley.
Yes, there is. And now we're very happy to present the Darley Award for Arabian Horse of the Year. These 3 horses certainly need no introduction.
But down the lane, it's all Dance With Me. The dance is all but over right now, with Carol Sedano winning handily by about 3.5 lengths.
Here comes Paddy's Day back along the inside. Paddy's Day, Quicksand AA to the outside. RB Rich Like Me is third, and Paddy's Day simply remarkable. Deepwater coming for home, but draws clear once again with this Texas Arabian Stallion Stakes. An incredible performance as they move through the stretch. That wind machine, Uptown Sandy Girl, on her way here to defending her title in this race, is going to take this by open daylight.
For the next hour, let's talk about each of the candidates. This was such a hard award. I think we really need to go into detail about them. No, we should just party.
Yeah, let's do that instead. So the 2020 Darley Award for Horse of the Year goes to
Uptown Sandy Girl is all heart.
That wind machine, Uptown Sandy Girl.
Uptown Sandy Girl gets it done.
You know, the feeling is absolutely exhilarating, especially being a homebred baby that you've raised. And from the time she was a weanling, she just was something special. And we knew she had it in her, and she's always had a heart.
Congratulations to Uptown Sandy Girl on winning Horse of the Year for 2020. She's not only a talented horse, but she means so much for her connections. It's been great to see the love that John and Krista Henningsgaard have for their horse, and someone in particular is going out on top now that Uptown Sandy Girl won Horse of the Year.
Her jockey, Jose Garcia, announced that he was finishing her career after a win on Uptown Sandy Girl, and he's been with her for the last couple years on almost all of her wins, and they've really become a great pair. So hopefully, if Uptown Sandy Girl continues to race, that they might be able to convince him to come out of retirement to race on her again.
Jose, come out of retirement. True class act. The Henningsgaards, the trainers for Uptown Sandy Girl, Lynn Ashby and Glenn Rottweiler, and jockey Jose Garcia. Uptown Sandy Girl becoming the first mare to win Horse of the Year since Sandwich in 2009 and 2010. Should we celebrate with some? No, we got something else to celebrate with, not just sandwiches. We got the good stuff here.
Well, last year was the first year that we filmed the Darleys, and we finished with a toast. So that's our new tradition, where we're gonna send you off with a toast to thank you for sticking with us and watching these awards, and hopefully you will continue to go off and celebrate both everything that's happened this year and all the excitement that's coming up for this next year.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To a wonderful 2021 and beyond. Thank you for watching the 34th Annual Darley Awards.